Hey folks, I'm John Morgan. This is The John Morgan Show.
Hi, my name is John Maxwell, and I am with my friend John Morgan. And I have on 2 different occasions watched him do the George Bush impersonation. He's better than George W. himself. Funny, I enjoy him, and you will also. What I love about him is great values, great giftedness, and he will come into your life, into the life of your group, and give you humor and give you food for thought that will truly make a difference in your life.
There are 2 sides to every single story, the passion and the glory, just trying to make it through the day. You know we're trying to come together, arm in arm and hand in hand, and with my brother I will fight to unify our land. America, home of the brave, we stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will wash the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. And on the other hand, there are those who would undo us, unruly who would rule us and break us all apart. And I will stand beside you and fight against injustice and lawless ones among us. Come on, let freedom reign. America, home of the brave, we stand strong when we're willing to change. And I will wash the feet of freedom and bow down on my knees, praying for a healing, fighting for the freedom of my brother and me. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. E pluribus unum, get your guitars and tune them, melody and harmony, let's make a little revelry. Play that guitar.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to the one, the only, the John Morgan Show. Well, there is more than one John Morgan, but this is the only John Morgan Show, hosted by a George W. Bush, a Donald Trump, a Willie Nelson, a Kenny Rogers, a Steve Martin, and a Jimmy Carter, and a Bill Clinton, and a Ronald Reagan impersonator. But other than that, there's a ton of us. You know, when I was born, my name was Johnny Morgan, Johnny, Johnnny. And I thought, that sounds too little kiddish. So I switched it to a toilet. Or the purchaser of a prostitute. Or John the Beloved from the Bible, one of the writers of one of the four books of the gospel. So there you go. Seems out lately, babe, I got the red, white, and blue. Ow! You got to serve somebody. All right, it's good to see you guys. I hope you had a fantastical Memorial Day. I certainly did. It was wonderful. Anything, any moment, any amount of time I spend with my wife, Kathy, it's like being in heaven, even if we're fighting. That's right. That's right. I had the privilege of watching the commencement exercise of Hillsdale College this past month, hosted by, or I should say the commencement speaker was none other than the infamous Tim Allen. Tim Allen of Tim the Tool Man. Tim Allen, Last Man Standing. Yes, Tim Allen of To Infinity and Beyond, Buzz Lightyear, and most infamously, Galaxy Quest. A fantastic movie about a guy who really doesn't get it, filled with an ego, who winds up being an authentic hero, dashing into the burning building to save the planet. Yeah, it's that guy who gave the commencement address, and I highly recommend going to YouTube, even though it's laced with profanity, a little bit, just, kind of mild stuff, GP stuff, PG stuff. It's a speech worth listening to. Very funny and very, very enlightening. Very helpful if you're a young skull full of mush trying to figure out life and figure out how to manage it. He had so many bumps and bruises that he obtained along the way because of his own bad judgment, because of his own failure, and because of his own just being a boy. He said, never leave a boy alone for 5 minutes, because the first question he'll ask himself is, does it burn? Yeah, the question I used to ask myself is, I wonder if I could cut that with pruning shears. I wonder if I could get the flame back going again with a little bit of gasoline. Oh, I found out you can, and you can also set the neighbor's house on fire. Ow! Yeah, I'll tell you, life is fraught with challenges because we are human after all. We make mistakes. We are bumbling our way through this existence, trying to do the very best we can with the limited vantage point that we are given. Imagine if we had God's perspective on everything. Whew, it would be amazing. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, we do have God's perspective on everything. Everything pertinent to us, or everything we need. It's right there in the Word of God. Oh my goodness, what he thinks about this, what he thinks about sex, what he thinks about holiness, what he thinks about love, what he thinks about joy, what he thinks about peace, what he thinks about forgiveness, what he thinks about kindness, what he thinks about generosity. Jason McBride, my brother from another mother. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Jim, good to see you, my brother. Yeah. If you're looking to be a success, look to the ultimate success. But you might find that success looks a little bit different than what conventional success would look like. In fact, it might look a lot different. Although, if you do things right, ultimately, you're probably going to succeed at both. Because if you are attractive, if you are loving, if you are generous, if you are kind, if you are driven by helping others, that's going to be attractive. That's going to draw people to you. You know why? Because those things aren't motivated by a worldly heart. They're motivated by a godly heart. They're motivated by a transformed heart. They're motivated by a heart that has been forgiven. He who's been forgiven much loves much. And I I don't have the nerve to begin to tell you, to begin to list my multitude of crimes and sins against other people. But it is, let me tell you, how deep is the ocean? My sin is deeper still. And yet, I have been forgiven. And not only forgiven, but given what I did not deserve. Heaven. Given what I did not earn. Sonship with Almighty God. Given what I could not be worthy of apart from God. Fellowship of the believers. You and I, brothers. You and I, brother and sister. And that's what we are. With the blood of Christ flowing between us and betwixt us. We are a family. It's like my favorite, one of my absolute favorite beings in this entire planet, Dale Lee. And I often say to each other comically, I say to him, Dale, you're the brother I never had. And he goes, John, you're the brother I never wanted. That's why I love Everybody Loves Raymond so much. I mean, there's nothing but fighting and insulting and sarcasm on that show. And yet, underneath it all, you can sense the deep love between all the characters. And I just think that that's beautiful. I frankly, I don't do well with sarcasm because I take things too literally. I get too guilty when I use sarcasm. But there's a place for it. You know, there's a time when it's hilariously funny and just well placed, and it's, you know, where somebody can take it. Dale, you're there. Oh my goodness. Hello, my brother. You never know who's hiding in the wings. You never know who's hiding behind the curtain. My brother Dale. I saw that post you had yesterday about the anaconda. I'm not going to talk about it though. Because we don't say those words on my show. But it's a very funny post. Dale, you're my brother from another mother. You're the brother I always wanted and never had. I know. And I'm the brother you're stuck with. You know, there's a video of Dale and I singing a duet to the Turtles song, is it You and Me? No. What's the song, Dale? All of a sudden, imagine me and you and me. Imagine, if we toss the dice, it's got to be, yeah. Happy together, happy forever, whatever it is, that song. And it's so funny. Bill Clinton and George W. Bush singing on a mountaintop together as though we had this round camera. You know, we should do a music video of it, Dale. That would just rock the world. Anyway, we got to do some more stuff. We got to have some more fun. Life is too short not to just turn up the volume on your personality and let the world hear the love that's in your heart. That's our privilege. That's our responsibility. See, when we get home to heaven, we're going to look back and go, if I'd only known all the authority I had, all the color that was in my personality, my heart, all the love that I could have bestowed upon other people if not for the stupid fear and unbelief that hold us back. And that's why I'm so passionate about getting people out of their own way and past fear so they can get out there. Hey, Christopher Wolf, welcome, my bro. It's good to see you. We got to get out of our own way so that the stuff that's in us that we're afraid to show because we think that somebody might reject it for us. Who cares if they reject us for it? Who cares if they shoot us down? If someone benefits, if someone gets lifted up, if someone gets inspired, if someone gets encouraged, dude, it's so worth it. So that's who we are. That's who my brother Dale is. Dale, I'm looking at your name and your face right there. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't hear what you're saying. So let me pull it on the screen. It'll be bigger, and then I can read it. If I had the faith as a grain of mustard seed, I would have changed your face, John. That's hilarious. Would you change it to Kenny Rogers or Willie Nelson? What would you change it to? I already changed my name. I don't have to change my face too. Christopher, God bless you, my bro. Jim, good to see you, sir. What are you saying there? I love this energy. Well, thank you. I hope I keep it up. You never know. Well, I want to give a shout out to my son Christopher in San Francisco, who might be watching because we were just texting a few minutes ago. Cheers, son. This is the cup that he gave me. It goes with this awesome apparatus. I use it every single day. It keeps my cold drinks cold and my hot drinks hot, and it charges my phone at the same time. What greater guy gift could there be? If you're looking for a Father's Day gift, call Chris, and he'll tell you where he got that sucker, because it's awesome, and I love it. Well, Father's Day is coming up. If you've got a dad, if you've maybe been out of touch with them, I couldn't recommend more highly that you reach out and let the guy off the hook. If he's still on the hook, let him off the hook. If he's off the hook, just tell him you love him. Just go ahead and give him a big, fat hug and a kiss and let him know that he has a son that adores him. Even if he did everything wrong your whole life, because that's what love does. It doesn't keep track. It doesn't judge. It isn't rude. It isn't boastful. It isn't proud. It's forgiving. It expects the best. It hopes the best. It believes the best. And if you wonder where I got all that from, it's from the love boat. No, the love chapter in the New Testament, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Give it a read and give it a try this Father's Day. You won't be glad you did. And if you've got kids on Father's Day, then you have permission as a dad to write anything you want to them, and they have to read it. Right on. Doesn't keep score. Doesn't keep score, Dale. So let me off the hook. I gotta get on the road with you again, bro. I can't remember better times than when you and I are just traveling, kicking up dirt. So much fun. And in your honor, I have a backache today, by the way, Dale. Hopefully it'll go away any minute once the drugs kick in. Well, God bless you guys. Very much fun being with you. God bless, and enjoy it. Take it all in, because it's only going to be here about 2 more days, and then Vamuso on the beard. Did you notice I've trimmed it? I trimmed it. It was higher here. I trimmed it down to here so I could do Kenny Rogers, which I was in the recording studio today on a warm summer's evening on a train bound for nowhere. Met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to speak. To sleep, I mean. That's a mistake I made in the studio, too. Well, be blessed, my friends. Have an excellent Tuesday night, and I will see you on the morrow. And if you haven't got your Father's Day gift yet, don't forget, you can get them a bright, shiny bushgram. That's right, a comedic video from all of you and your siblings to your dad, specified You tell me what all you want to say, what stories you want to hear the president say, President Bush, President Trump, and we will record it and get it to you so that you can present it on Father's Day to your dear old dad. Just go to bushgrams.com and don't forget my motto, why send flowers when you can send a bush?
I'm Kevin Payne from the Georgia Association of Tax Officials. We booked John Morgan for our banquet that we have every year for about 400 people in Athens, Georgia. And Mr. Morgan, of course, was being the George W. Bush impersonator. And I've been planning this banquet for a number of years. We've had this banquet for about 50 years. And I don't know that I've ever had a banquet as well received as Mr. Morgan's performance. When I booked him, I was expecting just a comedian, somebody that would be lighthearted. His message was much more than that. It was uplifting. It was encouraging. He made us laugh, but he also made everyone that was here feel better about themselves and their jobs. And everyone truly left happy. So we couldn't be happier with Mr. Morgan's performance.
Well, I'm the free world leader. Freedom's rolling out to you. Oh, let's roll. Well, I'm the good news instigator, compassionate conversator. This freedom is rocking and rolling on out to you.
Let me try it as Trump.
Well, I'm a good news instigator, a compassionate conversator, and I want you to have the best day ever in the history of the world. Well, I'm a Melania lover. Oh, love that girl, I love her. She's so awesome. Especially when she's on an escalator.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Be good. Be brave. Be honest. And be real.